All right. This is, what day is this? I don't even know. February 11th. It is the first team call of the month, and we are going to run this team like I'm supposed to be running it because I have a fire now, and I feel like I need to be a better coach for you guys and actually do you some service. And I need to level up because that is the theme of this year is the level up. So I wanted to start, we should have done this in January, but we didn't, to start with our vision board and where we see ourselves for the year and what our goals are for the year. And if you didn't make one, that's okay. I was cutting and pasting mine before. I wrote it down while I was out in California, but I actually cut and pasted today, and Cora helped me. And your vision doesn't have to be just financial. It doesn't have to be just Beachbody. Actually, it's really good if it's not. But I wanted to share with you my vision and where I see like the team going and where I want to be as far as a coach. I was talking to, you probably saw Megan in some of my pictures, and a lot of you guys have never got to meet her. She moved out to California 4 years ago, but Megan and I have actually been friends since kindergarten. And she tried out for the Colts cheerleading team or the squad. I don't even know what it's called. And she needed a program to get her in shape, and so she did Turbo Fire, and then that's when she came on to be as a coach. And she was there like in between all our trainings and stuff like that. And she was telling me like, well, this isn't really what I want it to be. And kind of got that icky feeling from some of the other coaches, you know, that we've all gotten, like that they're doing the process, but not really. And that they've lost that like love and heart for coaching. And it's become all business driven, right? And I think, especially our team, I can agree that that's not where we live. And if it is, then that's fine. You can totally run it all business. That's your jam. It's your business. You can do whatever you want with it. But for me, I want to legitimately help people and help them live the healthiest life that they can. If they, just plug in and do the programs and do what we want them to do, just like coaching, to plug in and do the 4 vital behaviors. So that's my goal ultimately as a coach, is that I want to help my customers and I want to help you guys the best way that I can build your business to whatever level that is for you. But I need to know what that is for everyone to be able to help you do that, and how much help for me you actually need. Some people, like, I just figured it out on my own and fumbled through, because that's kind of what I had. And honestly, not that saying that I'm a leader, but that's kind of what people who are driven and like, I'm going to do this no matter what. That's what I was faced with 3 years ago when Jenny Swisher said to me, well, you're an orphan coach. Like, you're not going to get any volume from your upline because you're in a middle leg. And when she said that to me, I was like, oh, well, that sucks. But I'm going to figure this out. And I'll do this on my own. And so sometimes you just need someone to say to you, well, tough titty, this is it. You can do it or not do it. So, and I come to find out that Lindsay Matway's that way. Jamie Thompson is that way. I don't know if you guys have met Jamie at Indiana Super. She's so nice. She's that way. Janelle Summers is her upline, but she gets no volume from Janelle. She's stuck in some middle leg. And so is Lindsay Matway. She's under a founder, but gets no volume, no help. Like, support and love help, but no residual money help. So, yeah. So my goal for my business is to be 5-star. So scary to say out loud. But it just takes some planning and belief in you guys that you can be diamond if you want to be diamond, and helping you grow and build your business. Like, I know a couple people already have expressed to me that that's what they want to do. So, so that for my business, that's where I want to be. And ultimately at a place in my life where I can only do hygiene 2 days a week financially, that I don't have to work, but want to work, if that makes sense. Like, I want to be there and be a hygienist, and I want to help people in that aspect of healthcare, but not that I need it, right? Like, but I need Beachbody because it has saved my life over and over again. And that's what I need. I need that for my physical, my mental, my emotional well-being. And now having such a supportive team that I can have this as a financial backer, huge basis, that now I'm matching one of my hygiene checks, which is pretty decent. So, I mean, not saying that's awesome, but I mean, like, to me, that's awesome that I can match one of my hygiene checks when I never thought that that was possible. I just did it for fun, but turns out doing it for fun and loving it is working out. But here's my board. I did it on cardboard. I didn't even think to do it in Canva to be pretty and organized. So I guess I'll have to do that, or I don't have to, but that would be nice. The only thing I didn't put on here was God, because it's sad that there was no God in my things. But I did put my husband first, that to make a commitment to do a date night twice a month, because I think that's so important. And especially after this year, and I know you all have watched me ugly cry now on on Facebook, that we have to work on us. And not that we're in a bad spot, but that's always something with marriage. Like, you need to continue to work on your relationships with, whether it's your spouse or your significant other or your friends, your family, and we need to work on that. So I wrote that on my vision board, that we're going to have a date twice a month. And he and I have talked, like, maybe it's just to go to the Kroger Starbucks and hang out for an hour or two and just sit there and chat. We don't need a lot, but we need each other. So just to sit and have that time out, or that we sit here in the kitchen on a Thursday and actually talk instead of watching Grey's Anatomy. Because he does that for me. I know he doesn't love it like I do. But my biggest goal for myself is to take the family to Disney, to be able to have enough security and everything. Hey, Disney moms, a little dance for that. I want to take my kids to Disney. Matthew has been bugging me for at least a year. Mom, can we please go to Disney? Can we please go to Disney? And baby girl's never been to Disney. And she's going to be 5. And I think this is the perfect time for her, so that we can go as a family to Florida and go to Disney and not sweat the ridiculous amount of the days at Disney, right? Right now, I am currently working on my dream office, to get all the toys out of my office, or at least most of them, and paint it pink and gold and girly and sparkly, because again, my husband's awesome is letting me make it a girl thing. You're like, why is there Miller Lite on your vision board? Because I need all the therapy. And most of my therapy revolves around this, not so much my own, but my family's, and it just represents all the therapy that I need. So that's why there's Miller Lite. 5-star by leadership, which is October, which means I need to work, and then to pay off my car, which is a real thing that can happen, right? He's looking very seriously, but really to pay off some debt and to get a game plan, which makes me uncomfortable. Every time Greg and I sit down to talk about money, it usually ends up in an argument, not because, just for the pure fact that it makes me uncomfortable. I dislike talking about dollars. I don't like it in hygiene. I don't like money, but I'm pretty sure that's deep rooted in the way I was raised, and that there was always a scarcity of it, and that you ate everything on your plate because you need to, and there's starving children in Africa, and I made this for you. And we don't have money. You get your clothes in a grocery bag that are hand-me-down. So I'm pretty sure that's why, but that's, goes back to that whole Miller Lite. I need all the therapy in my life.
You need to add Dave Ramsey to your life.
Yeah, and maybe I should put that on there, that I should do Dave Ramsey.
He's my iPod every morning on the way to work. I could listen to music, and I listen to his podcast every morning.
All right. I will put it on my podcast.
Even my kids listen to it.
Maybe not every day, because that's just going to raise my anxiety way up here at first. I got to ease into this, man. So that's my vision to be 3-star by Summit. My goal last year was to walk on the stage. And if you would have asked me 7 years ago, which, some people is why did it take you 7 years? I have no idea, because that's the way life happens, but that's where I am, and I can't do it. So I would have never dreamt that I would be one of those people down there. But now I'm I already bought my outfit for it last summer, because I was I'm going to do this, and I'm buying my outfit because it's on clearance. So yeah. The other thing I'm going to do, which I was working on today, is hire a house cleaner. We had to fire her because she was unreliable, but to have the house clean once to twice a month to alleviate some of that one more thing, and it doesn't have to be top to bottom, but clean the bathrooms, run the sweeper, the things that make me crazy and that weigh on my mental well-being. And to be able, I never did. Yeah. She used to come, but then I didn't. And then to get a VA, a virtual assistant, to do the things that do not bring me joy. Like posting the graphics that Beachbody gives us and the verbiage Beachbody gives us. That does not give me joy, but it takes me an hour, sometimes longer, because I fall asleep and then wake up and continue to do it. And so sometimes that's why you end up with 2 posts in one day, and it's week 5 instead of week 6, is because I fell asleep and I woke up and tried to redo it. So to have some help and to actually ask for help and be able to delegate and say, can you do this for me? Because I cannot do it. Jessica was so nice last year, asked me, I'll make this flyer for you. And I didn't want to burden her. And Christina was she asked for you to help you. You should have just said yes. And I was but I didn't want to burden her. But I need to ask for help, because my husband has told me, I don't know you need my help unless you ask for it. And I'm not very good at that. So I don't know if your vision looks like mine. I hope our visions are similar. But yeah, so that's what I thought. And so we talked about our visions at the conference. What does your vision look like? How big is it? How big do you want it to be? Sometimes seeing really far ahead in the future is scary and maybe unrealistic. Just thinking about what you can do this month, staying on track with a program, staying on track with your nutrition for the week, for the day. One of my things that I'll be adding is getting the Ultimate Fixate certification to do that. Because I love nutrition, man. y'all know this. I love food. I love the nutrition aspect. And it just makes sense for me to have one more tool in my tool bag. And it comes with 75 kids recipes. I know. And when you do the
Are they teenager approved?
I think so. It says lunchbox recipes, and you get a lunchbox with it, which if you watched my thing, I'm owning that my love language is gifts. Okay. I thought it was a terrible thing for me to like gifts and give gifts, but I like it. And I like words of affirmation. So basically I'm a puppy. So if you give me treats and rub my belly and tell me I'm a good girl, I'm happy. That's it. Really simple. I'm a puppy. So you get 75 kid approved recipes, or I would imagine picky eater recipes, basically a lunchbox, and you get the new Stream 21-day fix and Fix Extreme workouts when they come out, instead of waiting for them to come on bod. I think there was something else that Autumn said too. Oh, and I think you get all the new recipes when the Fixate 2 comes out. I want to say it comes with a workbook, comes with 2 workbooks, and yeah, for $100.
Now, is this just the certification? Or is this like...
Or does the whole program have that?
Yeah, like we just buy it and that's what we get.
I think the whole program does. So as coaches, we'll be able to get it March 4th, and you get 36 videos to work through, but our customers don't get it until March 18th. So then their thought is that we can understand it, work through it before we roll it out. So we learn it before we try and teach it to them, instead of like lots of times that we're learning with them and like fumbling through it while they're trying to ask us questions. So that's their thought, that we get it March 14th and they get it the 18th. Yeah. Really, I wrote it down, but this is my section of notes. So it's going to take me a minute to work through that for you guys, but I'm going to sit and do it. I think I finally understand Team Cycle and money and stuff some better. Maybe Annie should just learn it and teach it to us, because she's my emerald. I changed my emerald.
You give me your papers and I will figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. 36 videos, 75 lunchbox ideas, a lunchbox. There's going to be a new cookbook. It's standalone. So it's kind of like 2B, that they purchase it separately. But when they purchase it, they get the 21-day fix extreme. So you can still offer them that bridge of nutrition and fitness. That's the way I understood it. Yeah, so you get the base and the certification. At least that's what they said. Which is only on the 4th for $99, I believe. And so, yeah. And they're doing it because it's been 5 years since 21-day fix released, which is just crazy because I was pregnant with Cora, but that's true because I was pregnant with her. And so the 21-day fix will come available in the real time, like how they did 80-day, April 1st. So yeah, we kind of got off on a tangent, but anyways, does anyone want to share their board? Did you have a board? I want to share even like your vision, what you think. You don't have to.
I don't have a board, but I wrote some stuff down.
Okay, you can share.
I've been meaning to get a poster board, but every time I go to the Dollar Tree, I forget because I'm there for something else.
I understand that.
So mine basically, I need to work harder on social media. I don't like to be attached to my phone. I have a really hard time with it. Like, I don't mind looking at it, but I don't like to, it's not with me all the time. So the most of the time you get it is first thing in the morning after my workout. That's about it. And then to really continue putting forth the effort of completing programs.
Okay.
Almost done with this one. Do I care to come back to it? Not anytime soon. I have sore knees and everything hurts from the waist down more than anything. And more money to go towards debt because I'm working my Dave Ramsey debt snowball. Those are my 3 main things.
Those are good things. Okay. I will be doing a team call. So I have a list of team call things that I'm going to be presenting on. And one of those is how to be a part-time coach and not have your phone stuck up your butt.
Okay, that would work. Good for me.
Yay! See, I'm pulling my stuff together, man.
There you go.
Oh, Lord. All right. Danielle, I know you're sitting over there with some stuff.
I can't. Can you hear?
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, my little one's like, I didn't hear what you said, Andrea.
I said, I know you have some goals and dreams over there.
Yeah, I was putting my collage together. I had all my pictures downloaded, but I just didn't make a collage.
That's okay.
Because I'm like, want to pill
No, Jolene, I can't talk to you.
these hives. Like, I cannot do this.
I'm on my team call. I have to talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye. I hit green instead of red. Okay.
Definitely build my marriage. The last year and a half has been really, really, really hard on us. Really hard. Like, asked for divorce hard. So that's one thing that we've been working on and we're getting better on, and definitely can see a huge difference for us. One thing, definitely financial freedom, just because it seems like every time we have it, something happens and we just go backwards. Savings account drains and then you have nothing. So then you have charge cards, and those are just not fun to have. What else do I have on here? Hopefully baby number 2 this year. And sorry, I was pulling it up. Self-development, like personal development, just within myself. I've done a lot of it and read a lot of personal development books and been working on it, but just to dive into it a little bit more and just work on just me in general, because my anxiety gets the best of me and it sucks, but it happens. And I've thought about signing up for therapy just to help with my anxiety, just to get things off my chest instead of just being a rambling burden, I guess you could say. And just
do it. I've done therapy and you won't regret it.
The hardest thing is just to find your person. You know what I mean? Like that's the hard part. You have to find your person. And I'm willing to do that, but I have to find my person. And I mean, it could be 20 people later. It could be 2 people. It could be the first person, but I just have to find my person.
Right.
Yeah, I just definitely have to find my person. Reading the Transform 20 book, I mean, I'm on chapter 4, I think. Like, it is really hard for me to read that. Like, really hard.
Why?
I was molested when I was younger by my grandpa. So
yeah,
it's just really hard to read it. And by the time I was old enough to be able to want to tell him how I felt, he passed away. So it just kind of sits heavy on me.
I remember.
And when I was reading that chapter, I was just like, oh gosh.
Well, don't listen to the audio, because that didn't happen to me and I wanted to vomit. So don't listen to the audio.
Yeah, no.
Once you get past that, it gets good.
Yeah, no, I'm on chapter 4 and it is, but it just, I just tell myself, gosh, Sean, don't get back into that, please. Like, I don't want to hear more about that. Like,
but here's the thing.
That's awesome. He can share that with people. He can motivate people with it. Like, talk to people how to get past it, get through it. Like, especially people that might be going through it, whether it's in a marriage or this or that or the other, whether it's a physical abuse or, anything. I mean, abuse is abuse, no matter what it boils down to. So his message is awesome behind it. And like, I just finished chapter 4 and I love it, but it definitely, that first 2 chapters, whew, that was rough.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
You got any more down there, sister? You got
No.
no? Okay. My beautiful red. What you got? You already going to Disney.
I'm already going to Disney.
When are you going?
Spring break. We fly
Oh,
out on the 20th.
Of March? We go June.
Yeah, we went the end of July, beginning of August, 9 years ago. The boys don't really remember, and it was so hot. It was just miserable.
Well, I'm 35 and it's my first time going and I can't wait to see the princesses.
I know. I want to do the Bibbidi Bobbidi boutique, but Michael is like, hell no.
You should do
I was
it.
like, that'll be my off day. Shut up.
You do it. They'll put glitter in your hair.
Dress up like
I
a
want to be Merida.
Your hair will be like this.
No, I want to do Merida because of my curls anyway.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
there
That
you
would
go.
be
Right ahead.
Okay, go
Yeah,
on.
I was gonna like have shirts for everybody to wear every day of the park, and they squashed it, and they said you get one.
You can have
So
them all.
I'm having one for every day, but the rest of them get one.
One.
So trying to narrow, I had a list. Like we have 6 people going. I had a shirt for everyone planned, and they
Just
shit all
what's
over my
going to
weedies.
me. All right, we have 10 minutes left. Just that way.
We
What
might
you
have
want
I
one.
wanted to tell you, Andrea, you were talking about getting like the cleaning lady and the virtual assistant. One of the things that we were taught, and another thing that I do is one of the big wigs said that if it doesn't bring you joy or doesn't bring you money, she doesn't do it.
Yes.
So yard work, whatever those things might be,
Right.
the cleaning, if it's whatever. So that's just something that kind of I could never get to that point. I would love to get to that point. But so that's something for you to kind of think about as you look at what kind of assistance you want.
Right. So I'm working on that. Okay. What brings you joy? What would bring you joy?
Me?
Yeah. What's your list? What's your vision? Where's Jessica Burge going to be this year?
I want to finish this program. I'm thinking of doubling up and going back and doing Lift 4 because I missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I don't know. I haven't made my list yet.
Okay. Well, make your
I'd
just
like to
brainstorming. That's okay.
I'd like to figure out how to match, or not match, but like maybe half of a check.
Okay.
I don't know. I need to pay off some debt.
Okay. All right. Well,
I need to start planning my next trip to Disney.
okay, for everyone's money goals, what we need to do is to reverse engineer how much you have to start with. How much do you need? And what is it going to take for you to get there?
Okay.
Okay. Which we can do in Team Cycle on another call because that will be way longer than 7 minutes. So if let's say that your goal is $1,000 a week, you need to cycle 56 times to do that. Or maybe your goal is 500 a week, which that's just like a throwing out a number. Like you have to have a cycle. And if you want, I can share with you my volume and tell you what it is and what my weekly is. Because as a hygienist, you make, I mean, you could Google this, but like for me, 3 days a week, whatever it is, 28 hours or whatever, I make about $1,400 to $1,600 a check. My first month, this year, I made about $1,400. So
Wow, you get paid way better than I do.
I live in
I
Indy.
should move to Indy.
You should.
Yeah.
So, but that, is just on all different factors. It's the beginning of the year. It's the residual income. Like it's based on the team that's working their butts off. together. Like it's all those things. So, but it's figuring that out and how to get there. I love the personal development. I love that everyone wants to finish a program. I think that's key. That's part of the vital behaviors is being the proof the product. I mean, just us drinking our shakes every day is proof the product, right? But I think one for me, for the goal for our team would be is to do more of the newest vital behavior, which is recognizing people in our lives and recognizing people on the team on social. Because
I did that today.
You did?
I did. I called you out in my stories on Instagram.
Oh, yay.
Yes, she did.
Thank you.
Like 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago. I don't know. Something like that.
So I think that's so huge because we love each other and we love each other privately, but I feel like we should love each other more publicly because then people want to be with us more. Hello, because we are cool people. We each have our strengths and our weaknesses, but together we're so much better. Like I have to level up when I'm around Annie because she likes to be on time and I have to be on time when I roll with her. Okay. I have to wear my makeup pretty when I'm with Jessica and I just have to have fun and have a good time with Danielle. So like everybody, we have to have different aspects, but together we are super, we're super productive. So I think that's really good that we highlight that on our team. Like when I get off here, I'm doing the Success Club board for last month, which Danielle had 2 points. So, yeah, that's what I got.
Do you think we could get to the point where we do like a quarterly meeting, like where we all get together and then we'd have like pictures to share from that?
I would love that. I also want to start collecting people's success stories, and I'm going to make a board in the basement of like I want to print everybody's picture like I did this weekend and start featuring our customers, our coaches, so that when people come down and work out, like when we have our supers, every quarter, that they see that we make a difference. We matter. We matter in the people's lives that we show up in. So I had that brain blast this weekend. I was like, I'm going to make a board. I mean, Beachbody did it, and just stand there and look at all those transformations was incredible. And so I wanted to do that for our own. So yeah, and I'm going to host a live workout / get together shake party March 9th. That's the tentative date. So check it out and see if that works for you.
That worked. My mom's already taken the kids that weekend. I'm like, awesome. That works for me.
So, but yes, Jessica, I would love that. I also, for the team, see us doing a lot more social events this year. Like I would love to do a wine and canvas as a team. I would love to do a 5K, whether we walk, whether we jog, a mix, we buddy up, whatever it is that we do that. But doing more things together that not necessarily are not Beachbody, but that are a community, a overall wellness. That is my dream. Jessica can give us all makeovers.
What about doing I don't know how to word this, but contacting like an assisted living or a retirement home and doing kind of like a modified PIO
Okay.
for the elderly, like as a team, or is it big enough, I don't know, however many coaches we could get
Okay.
together. Kind of as a give back.
Sure.
I don't know. It's just
Or we could do, because the only thing that makes me nervous, because we just have a little bit of time, is physical things. Or we could do like a country heat or PIO or something for like an over 50.
right. That's what, yeah.
Okay.
Like my mom did one where it was like you use chairs instead of getting down on the ground.
Okay. Yeah.
know, just something to think about.
We could also do like Boy Scouts brownies, like the youth, since we are stepping into child nutrition, which I love for Ultimate Fixate or Fix, whatever it is.
They might like the Chris Downing.
Chris Downing or Double Time, because Double Time is awesome and then gets the whole family involved in bringing that. I have less than a minute. So yes, please post whatever ideas you have that we could do as a community, post those in this. And I'm going to wrap it up, but I'm so glad you all got on here and smile so I can take your picture.
And
Annie, smile. Okay. And thank you so much for getting on, and y'all have a good night. I love you.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, yes.
Stop recording.